Welcome back to Riviera RC. On this quiet Sunday morning, I'm having a cup of coffee from my styling mug, and this is just a quick overview of my take on the speedrun challenges and also a little bit of a quick channel update. So, the speedrun challenges. This is the first year that I haven't just sat back and watched all of the other channels getting involved with various things, all the banter going backwards and forwards. So I did decide at the beginning of the year that I was going to do it. And the first one that I had, which I haven't got here now, was the DTO2 speedrun challenge with the CW01 creations. And that was a little bit of an eye-opener. The DTO2 was like an arrow. Brilliant. Just couldn't get it very fast compared to the others. And then came Phil with the MFO1X. I'm all over the place, wibbly wobbly, spends most of its time on its roof, still doesn't want to go very, very fast. But I've had fun doing it. Ignore the last video, because the last video I was very close to throwing my toys out of the pram because things just weren't going in my direction. But it's sort of given me a bit of a bug to make this, because I'm going to stick with the Porsche. The chassis under here, which ran twice because I was throwing my toys out of the pram with this one, has got all the Year Racing bling on it. It's only been run twice. It's not been damaged. This will be going back to a shelf queen with some random L&L bodies body on it. I don't know which one as yet. Possibly one of the ones upstairs. Possibly one that I can buy in the future. This one here will go. I want to try and get it to the magical 50. I'm only 3 miles an hour away, so in theory it shouldn't be very difficult. I also want to try and get the DTO2 up to 50 miles an hour as well. So I've got Andy and Dave. Dave wants to get his, because you've got Popalong RC threw down the gauntlet for 69 miles an hour. Now, some people have said it's just the M chassis, but other people have said it's just anything goes, and I can't quite remember myself. And Dave has his Vantage, which he wants to try to get to 70 miles an hour. So we shall go and find out whether we can do that later in the year. But that is later in the year. I'm getting away from the speedrun challenges for a moment and letting these rest. So what is coming up? Well, I will be doing a few weeks rest away from the RC. I've got videos to edit, so they will be edited and brought out. But I run a website and a map for the UK, logging styling murmurations throughout the UK, and it goes a bit bonkers from the beginning of November. So I'm building up to the beginning of that. So I need time to concentrate on that to get that up and running and started. And then one of my next videos that I will be shooting, which will come out in November, December time probably, after the other videos have come along, I'm going to get all of my M chassis together. I've kind of decided that I want to try and get a variation of all of the M chassis. So, for argument's sake, the MO5. I used to race that, so I've got that one. You've seen I built when I was on holiday. If you haven't, go back and have a look. I've got the MO3, which is the Mini as well. I'm not going to go down the whole short, medium, long for each chassis. I want one of each chassis. That's the aim. I have gaps because some are rarer than the others. So I'll go through that and we'll start from what I've got and how hopefully I will get others. So that is a video that I want to do when I've got time to sit down and relax and go through them all. But yeah, a huge thank you to Pete, CW01 Creations, and also to Phil, the Poor Boys RC. There are a lot of new channels out there. Because I've been searching and watching all the speedruns, And trying to keep up with it all, you can type in Poor Boys RC name or CWO1 Creations name and find videos where they've been linked. And I've been finding loads of tiny channels. And I mean, some way less than 50 subscribers. And they're brilliant. So if you've got time to sit down and binge watch, search for MFO1X Speed Challenge, DTO2 Speed Challenge, and go on and have a look at some of these smaller channels and give them a little bit of support, like and subscribe, etc. Some of them have already said that they're going to carry on with the channel. Some of them had the channel before, they just haven't pushed it, but they've got some cracking videos. I'm not going to name names because there are quite a few of them there, and I could be a while reading the list. But yeah, go on and have a look, and go on and like and subscribe them, and have a look at their content. Some of them have come across really well. Yeah. So I'm going to definitely go and try and get 50 mile an hour, or until I break it, because as you would have seen on the speed runs, there's been a lot, and I mean a lot of breakages. Some self-inflicted, some with crushed cars by a large car. Mark Bryan, I feel sorry for you, dude. I am surprised at that cat driving though. So yeah, roll on the 1st of June next year, when Phil is going to be announcing the 2025 Speedrun Challenge car. I haven't got a clue what it's going to be yet. Maybe something that hasn't even been released yet. Who knows? But yes, so cheers with the morning coffee, and we shall speak to you at some point in the future. Take care. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.